Firing in 3, 2, 1. No, I
High.
missed.
High.
See, that's how. Now you know how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, guys.
Welcome.
Fox, you teach him basic shit like all that. I'll teach him call signs and 9 islands. And I'm gonna learn that.
Yeah, why do I have
Use
a? Oh, yeah, I have a cell phone.
Use
Cool.
him how to teach him how to use the radios. I'll teach him all the voice.
Oh my god, dude, I have a Nuka cell phone.
And not.
How do I
Oh
use
god.
it?
Fuck.
How do I blow that shit up?
Oh god, no, don't. You need
What?
the number. You need the mobile phone number that you get.
Yeah.
What's the number?
You get it when you plant
No,
it
you
through
get it when you
Ace.
plant it.
Yeah, when you plant it through Ace, you get a cell phone number. And when
Oh,
you call
yeah.
that number, it goes off.
Just call your
Yeah, I
mom,
got it.
and then she'll blow up.
0, 7,
Don't blow it. It
7.
will kill us all.
No, it's a small ID. It's not the
It will
large
still
one.
do some fucking damage.
Alright,
Don't blow it.
let's get everybody
Don't
away.
blow it,
Alright,
Fox.
I won't blow
Teach
it. I won't
these.
blow it.
Everybody getting a semi.
First, main squad radio. How many are we?
5 trainees.
Sorry about that one.
That's okay, so.
It's probably gonna happen multiple times. Just,
Oh, well.
Internet sucks.
It's not my internet. It's the power cable.
Yeah, right. My ass.
But my power cable snapped, and when they reconnected it,
Your,
Okay,
your,
fuck
your,
something.
your mic is fucked.
Alright.
Of buzzing. I constant static.
Alright. Everyone's gonna get up, and each one of you is gonna grab a 343 that's on the ground right
I
here.
gotta get up.
Alright.
This little thing's just shitting.
Who cares? Alright, everybody has a 343, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Alright, now, what we're gonna do is, you're gonna click or type Control Shift X.
Yep.
Alright. So this is gonna be your main squad radio. This is used to talk through your own squad only. So it's basically the left top notch. You can turn it, and it is the channel switch notch. Then the right top notch is basically the volume notch. Alright, so it doesn't really have much of a science, right? It's pretty basic, like a walkie-talkie. So
User disconnected from your channel.
everyone stay on channel 1.
Right. I've got a little exercise. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport to the hill over there. Fox is going to assign you call signs. I will be 0. I want you to teach him how to call in a radio check. Proper
Copy.
radio check. Starting with them, then me, to like it'll be, they will say their call sign to, no sorry, they say their call sign, they say my call sign, then their call sign, then radio check. You should know that.
Yep.
I'm going to go and run.
What is your call sign again?
It'll be 0.
it's
Okay, no,
0,
zero.
he said.
0 alpha, 0 alpha.
Alright, I'll be 1 alpha. Alright. So basically, your main squad radio, can anyone guess what is the max
Fox,
range
I'm
of
0
it,
Alpha,
depending
you're 0
on the
Bravo,
terrain, of
Tango
course?
0 Charlie, out.
Approximate guess is like a kilometer or so of open terrain, like real flat.
No.
200 meters.
Almost.
100.
150.
No. Oh, that
100.
you can scream at those meters.
Alright, 300.
Exactly.
Nope.
Yeah, it is. 300
Wrong.
meters.
Right, 500 meters in area like this. Sorry, no, a K in areas like this. 500 meters in compound areas.
A K? Are you sure?
You can get a K out of these radios if you try,
Yeah,
but
if
you need to be
try.
high. But yeah, we'll
Got
say 500 meters to 3 to 500 meters, guys. And now I'm
Exactly.
gonna run away.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Bye.
Do you see
Bye.
that hill where he's running at?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you would be behind that hill, you would not hear him. Why? Because the hill is cutting the radio waves. Alright. Everybody's on channel 1, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. I have a question, Fox.
Yeah.
I didn't get what
Yeah,
the
Fox,
top
I'm already on
right
it, mate.
notch was.
The top right notch is the volume.
The volume, okay.
Alright.
0 Alpha, this is 1 Alpha, radio check, over. 1 Alpha, 0 Alpha, radio, okay, out.
So this is basically the basic of a radio check. Alright? Before going to the field, you always make a radio check. If you are, like, if you just got in the battlefield and you want to know who's in the battlefield, you just ask, like, you just do a radio check of, like, any unit that's in the area. You understand? Like, you just do, this is 1 Alpha, radio check, over. Just to anyone. If you do not know what's the call sign of the other guy, you don't say it. So this is the basic of the call sign.
1 Alpha, go ahead with the artillery and airstrike request, over. Yeah, I want them all to send a radio check to me.
Basically, he's gonna call in, or he's gonna show us how to call in an airstrike
So issue
and
them,
an
issue them
artillery.
call signs, and then tell
What
them to
is
radio
the
check to me. I want to
basic
make
to
sure they
call
can
it
all do
in?
it properly.
And also, over you have 3 things you should never forget. Oh, hold on. What the hell is he doing?
Something.
Anyway, you have always 3 things you may not forget. First thing, over. Third thing, out. Second thing, out, and third thing, break. Does anybody knows what is break?
Yes.
I do.
It's like
I do.
Alright, I guess some of you do. Whenever you're saying a transmission, you say break to make a pause, you shut off, and then you push it again to talk again. For example,
Alpha 0, this is Alpha 1, over. Send message, over. Alpha 1, looks like we have a bunch of faggots over here. Break. We are waiting for you to come back and relay us the airstrike request. Out.
so you got that, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so break. Also, for example, a pilot is flying sky high and he gets hit by an AA missile. What does he say over radio?
Mayday.
Yeah.
Also, before saying Mayday, what does he say?
His call
His-
sign?
Yeah, call sign.
No.
Alright, guys.
He's gonna say break, break, break. Why is he gonna say break, break, break?
So that all current radio transmissions on the ground will be stopped to listen in to the emergency message.
Exactly, Skrillex got that right. When he says break, 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 it means that he has an emergency or a high priority transmission, which
It's the
will
same-
automatically cut down all other transmissions.
It's the same as contact wait out. So if you as a section patrol along and you get contacted, the first words that will go over any radio is contact or wait out. At that point, all radios will go dead, and they will wait for the forward air controller of FTAC to send a contact report to the 0, which will be HQ. So anytime you hear contact wait out, your radio needs to go silent, and that's it. Except
Roger.
on the squad radio, the 343, that can stay loud because you guys are under contact. We'll go through that later when we go through the section attack later, in which I want some enemies. So I'll teach it. So Saint, Fox, and Mango, if you can play me enemy, just with blanks. Don't aim for them. But basically, what we'll do is we'll do a full radio contact drill on that. Carry on, Fox. Whatever you're doing.
All right. We're gonna switch radios.
Oh, just before you switch radios. What I want you all quickly to do, guys, is just disperse within like 50 meters of this place. Just before you do, I'm gonna give you call signs. Right, Korean, you are 20 Alpha. Sorry, Jansen, you are 20 Alpha. Korean, you are 20 Bravo. Skrillex, you are 20 Charlie. Robbie, you are 20 Echo. And Henny, you are 20 Foxtrot. What you're now going to do, guys, is disperse. But I want you to give me a full radio check. So it will be, say I'm 20 Alpha, right, it will be 0 Alpha, this is 20 Alpha, radio check, over. That's all you're going to say, I will give you a radio check. So everybody understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Disperse, everybody run off. I want you back here as soon as you've done your radio check, get back here. Let's see if they can really use a radio.
Are we gonna have a JDEC in the unit eventually?
0 Alpha, this is 20 Bravo, radio check, over. 20 Bravo, this is 0 Alpha, radio check complete, out. 0 Alpha, this is 20,
Oh god.
Alpha, out. Radio check, out.
What the fuck?
Right, Johnson, try that again. If you say out, that means it's the end of your message and you don't want to reply. If you say over, it means you want to reply. So remember, what it will be is your call sign, my call sign, then your call sign, then radio check, over. You got that? Roger.
You also need to teach them breakdown on messages.
Alpha 0, this is 20 Alpha, radio check, over. 20 Alpha, this is 0 Alpha, radio check complete, out. 0 Alpha, this is 20 Charlie, radio check, over. 20 Charlie, 0 Alpha, radio check complete, out. 0 Alpha, this is 0 Echo, radio check, over. 20 Echo, 0 Alpha, radio check complete, out.
I think that's everyone.
20, this is 20 Foxtrot, radio check, over.
Lol fail.
You guys always forget about that.
20 Foxtrot, 0 Alpha, radio check complete, out.
Okay, Fox, carry on what you're doing with them.
Robbie, where's
Team
Henry? Oh,
148.
there he is.
Okay,
Yeah.
switch these to channel 2 so we don't get interference on our command radio.
These are VHFs.
Yeah, we're on VHF. Oh no, we're on. Yeah, they will work on the same frequency, I think.
No, they don't work with the same frequency as the PRC 343s.
Okay, I'll drop this and I'll grab a UHF then as well.
Alright, people, this is basically the squad leader's radio. These are somehow longer range radios than the 343s you've been using until now. These also communicate with other vehicles because they are in a VHF frequency. So basically, other vehicles in a radius of 5 Ks will hear you depending on the terrain. But you have to learn how to set up the radio to a power of 5 Ks. Because at this power it will only go, I think 1 K, I'm not sure. So every one of you is gonna pick one, please.
Should we drop the 343?
Yeah.
Sure, you can drop them.
Question.
Actually, we might as well
Go ahead.
just go over how to switch
How
between
do
radios.
you change the radio key for Acre?
You cannot change. What do you mean by the radio key?
Like, it's caps lock for me and I want to change it to something else.
You see, everybody changes the in-game push to talk instead of changing the caps lock of Acre.
I wouldn't
So,
recommend changing it because
exactly.
doesn't like it.
It doesn't like it, lol.
Doesn't.
But yeah.
Right.
Exactly, alright. Basically, if you have more than one radio with you, to change between them, you press Control Shift A, and it's gonna say the frequency and the name of the radio on the bottom right. Right, it's exactly the same when you're transmitting. It appears like the name of the radio and the frequency, correct? But it doesn't say transmitting. So if you press Control Shift A, it switches radio. Now, everybody's gonna switch the radio to the 148 VHF we're gonna use. Everybody switch the radio?
I only have one.
Alright, yeah, if you only have one, it's not gonna say anything. Now, put the radio up by hitting Control Shift X. Alright, everybody has his radio up?
Yeah.
Alright, this might sound tricky, but you now have to pay attention.
Oh.
Exactly. Now, if you want to set the power higher, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit mode. Correct?
Yeah.
And you're gonna hit mode again. And now you have your current power and you have your new power. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Now, you're gonna turn up your power by clicking the up arrow until you hit the 5Ks, which is the max.
Okay, can I add something to that part?
Yeah?
Or if you're at 100, you can just press the down arrow once.
Yeah,
you're
you
at
can
5,000.
also do that.
Fox always
you
looks
can
at
also
bully
do
boy.
Yeah, alright. Now, is everybody at the new power 5K?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you do not click mode, you hit enter, and there you go. That's it.
You
To
now
switch
have full
channel,
range.
yeah, now you have 5K of range. To switch channel, you have two ways to switch channels and volume. To switch channels, either you use your arrows, or if you go up on the radio and you have the big black notch in the middle and another smaller notch on the right, if you put your mouse on the big black notch, it says volume, correct? You can change
Yeah.
your volume by right and left clicking on it. The same with the channel notch, which is the top left one. You can switch channels by left and right clicking the notch. And in these radios, we have 100 channels. So, exactly, if you want to be like undetectable in the channel you use, for example, like channel 56 or something, and like nobody's can, yeah.
May
nobody's
I
gonna
add
find
something to this?
you. Yeah.
If you kill an enemy and they have a radio on them, pick it up and give it to your squad leader, because then they can actually listen in to the enemy's comms.
Yeah,
Wait,
are
we
you
call,
sure?
we call icon
Really?
chatter, and it will be used. Right, a lot of our missions will be in Afghanistan based, because that's where we are at the minute. We'll be doing real deployments, real operations, and I'll talk to you about that in a unit meeting that I'll plan sometime soon. But basically, guys, if you do find a radio on an enemy, give it in either to your squad leader or to your JTAC, right? They can listen into the icon chatter, which then gives us information. Each radio you drop saves the information that the last player had. So say if you drop your radios now, the information that is saved in that radio, so say it's set of 5 kilometers on channel 1, that'll be saved until someone else picks it up and changes it and then drops it again. Do you all understand that?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Basically, a really good tactic to know.
User in your channel timed out.
Yeah.
That's
That's insane. Now I'm gonna punch you.
Don't punch him. You know he has to turn in a shit direction.
No.
Alright,
Anyway, carry on.
alright, should I give a little pass on the 119 as well?
Yeah, just go for every radio.
User entered your
1.2 is
channel.
an important one for these guys.
Hey, aren't we supposed to go to channel 2 for 148?
Yeah, drop your 148s.
Alright.
Oh.
Another thing, there are two versions of the 148s. You have the VHFs, which can communicate with the 119s and the other vehicles. And then you have the UHFs, which only can which can only intercommunicate with other UHFs.
No, VHFs and UHFs communicate together. Watch this. Which radio have you got on right now?
The VHF.
Right, I'll go on UHF. Watch this.
Bye.
Fox, radio check. That's a new feature of Acre. In the older ones, you couldn't.
Yeah, you can.
Cool,
So yeah, UHF and VHF are intercommunicate, but the VHFs will only work with vehicles and
Exactly.
yeah, as he said, with their
With everything.
UHFs and VHFs in Arma is not that complicated, but in real life,
Korean.
it stops you getting the channels getting hacked. Korean, what the fuck are you doing? Stand still. Right, carry on, Fox. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Alright, everyone, please drop your 148s.
If you still have a 343, do you want me to drop that?
Sure, if you want to. May I get some space? There we go. Oh, I don't know.
You look like an idiot.
Yes, dude, you're just so jealous of my war paint.
No, I'm not. You look fucking idiot. Like.
No, you're jealous.